Hello everyone, this is Alicia from workersonboard.com. Today in this video, I'm going to share with you a couple of jobs that will pay you close to $100,000 per year. Yes, they are legitimate, and I'm going to break down what you're going to be doing as well as your pay. Now, this is a field that is in great demand, and so they need people to do this from home. And so you can apply online today, and I'll give you all the details so you'll know what to expect in this particular job. There's also a data entry job that will pay you up to $22.50 per hour. They are currently hiring data entry keyers to work from home right now. You can also get paid $20 per hour to train AI Chatbots. Now, some of you all may not know what that is. I'll kind of talk about that and then tell you how you can apply and get started with that even today. Plus, there's a job that needs people to help others secure reservations, and it pays you to $23.50 per hour, and it starts in 9 days. So if you have not subscribed to this channel, make sure you do that. And if you like the content that I'm sharing, give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it very much. And you can also visit my official website for more work from home jobs and other ways to make money from home by going to workersonboard.com, and make sure you input your email address in the orange box that pops up on the lower right hand screen. And I'm going to be sending out that newsletter actually tomorrow instead of Friday. So if you're on the list, then you will get additional work from home jobs in the US and all over the world. Feel free to join our community too, Workers on Board community, our group. There you can find work from home jobs that are posted there daily. There's a lot of information and advice and updates that you can find here that you will not find anywhere else online. And so make sure you join this community. You can ask questions, you can get advice from members, you can get resources and insiders information about maybe employers or companies that you've tried applying to. There's some people that actually work for companies that recruit other people to work from home, and so it may give you a greater chance of getting hired faster in the group. Plus, you're going to get a lot of encouragement and hear good news and support to help you in your work from home journey. So what I want to do before I start off with the jobs is I want to show you all something I got in my email real quick. It comes from Savvy Connect. Now, I've talked about it before. I just want to show you all how I got an email this morning, and they were telling me that I got credited in May the $5 just for having this app on my computer. And then they, of course, tell me that I could also get $10 more each month by installing it on my phone and tablet. And so this is what I have right now. So, of course, if I install it on more devices, I will earn more. But I don't have to do anything. I just use my computer as I normally do. And then I get paid that money every single month, and you can cash out and get a check sent to your home address, and that's the only way they pay is by check, and then you cash it at your bank. And it's really easy. It's open to everybody. I think you have to be at least 14 though, but you can also make extra money taking surveys, and sometimes they have focus groups that pays a little bit more too. I've seen them go up as high as $100, but it's just something you can do on the side for extra cash. And I've been with this company for at least 7 years now, maybe longer. And they're one of the survey market research panels that has a rating by the Better Business Bureau. And it's a good rating. So if you're looking for something legit, so you don't have to do anything, it's just passive income, definitely sign up for Savvy Connect, and I'll link that below this video. There are other sites that will pay you to browse the web, and I'll try to leave some of those below too. So if you're looking for something like that, so when you're online and you're browsing and that's all you're doing, you can still earn money while you're online. So these jobs today come from the weekly job page that I want to share with you all that I posted. So I'm only going to highlight a few, but if you're looking for more, just make sure you scroll down or you come to the weekly job page to get access to these jobs and apply online. So the data entry job that I mentioned to you all, it comes from Life Plan CCO NY LLC, and they're looking for a data entry keyer to update their community resource tool and then complete entries for all 62 NYS counties. And so really though, that's what they need you to do, but your primary role is going to be for you to enter this data into the appropriate fields online in a spreadsheet, and that's what they need you to do. You may also have to fill in gaps and do some research online to gather more information and then judge that data accordingly and make a decision based on what you find and then put that in online. So for this job, they do want you to make sure you pay good attention to detail, that you are accurate when you enter the data. So I always say it's better to be accurate than fast. The reason why is if you type 30 words a minute accurately and you type 55 words a minute, but your accuracy may be 95%, it's better if you slow down because your speed will always increase as you get more confident in your typing skills. So if you notice that you're making errors, just slow down a little bit, especially when it comes to taking a typing test. If it is for a work-at-home company and they're looking for a typist to work from home or a data entry keyer or operator to work from home, just slow down a little bit and focus on your accuracy. Practice as much as you can, whether that means you write online or you take some typing tests. I have them on my website if you want to do that. And that way you'll ace that test so that you can get hired to work for as a data entry keyer or operator from home. So they want you to be accurate. You also need to go back and double check your work. And so edit your work, make sure it's okay. They also are looking for people who has, basic knowledge of Microsoft Office and at least 1 or 2 years of job-related experience, hopefully particularly in data entry, but if not, something related to this particular job description in general. So they also want you to be detail-oriented and can multitask. So they have a different tier rate of pay listed below. The lowest is $18 to $18.50 an hour, depending upon your location. The highest is going from $21.50 to $22.50 per hour. And then they have a middle range here. So this is a part-time job. Excuse me. So if you're interested in doing this from home, make sure you apply today if you can. Remember, it's on the weekly job page. It's the second job listed from the list posted today, which is June the 7th. So if you're interested in that, please make sure you apply online. Now, there's also a job for reservation agents to work from home. Now, I clicked on that and it says here, if you see something like this, this job is no longer available. These are the same thing. This is the same exact thing. So you can just click on that and I'll try to update the link on my website. But it comes from Public Storage, and so they're hiring an inbound sales agent to work from home in the evenings. So if you don't mind working evening hours, please make sure you apply online. Now this says it starts on July 7th, so I'm going to go back because I told you all it'll start in 9 days. And so they just changed the date, so I'll have to update that. So in a month, you can work from home for this company. And so what they need you to do is you're going to receive calls from potential customers, and your job is to maximize those reservations and rentals. So maybe you may have to do a little bit of upselling or, secure those reservations and rentals for the company. That's what they want you to be able to do when you make those contacts from your home office. And so again, it says you may have to sell products and services, of course, and then assist the customers, answer any questions that they have. about their products or services. And so what they're looking for in a potential candidate is that you need to have at least 1+ year of sales experience. So if you had a job, even if it was a combination of customer service and sales or administrative work or something like that, you could still apply to this position. They also want you to have good listening and communication skills. You will need to build customer loyalty. Of course, you need to be fluent in English, and you would need to have sales closing skills. So because this job involves some selling, that's why the range of pay is a little bit broad in this particular case. Has a range from $14.50 up to $22.50 per hour. Plus, you're going to get these uncapped bonus potentials. So that means that if you're able to maybe upsell a product or add a service or something like that, or a product onto whatever that customer needs, then you can earn uncapped additional bonus cash money on top of what you're already going to earn. So they break it down, that may be an additional $8 per hour, which is why they say you can make $22.50 an hour. Plus, of course, you're going to get this bonus potential, and then you're going to get 5 weeks of paid training. They also give you 401k with employer match, and they have access for you to get those healthcare, group healthcare programs too. So if you're interested, please apply online. Remember, the training may be during the day, but when you start to work, it'll be in the evenings, and you need a quiet workspace to be able to take those calls and listen to each customer to provide them with what they need. And this is a full-time job. So if you're interested, make sure you apply online. So I'm going to go back and talk about this job. So I just wrote a post a few minutes ago about work from home training chatbots, and you can make up to $600 a week. There's actually, if you scroll down, a company we localized that'll pay you $110,000 to $140,000 a year if you have some previous experience with that. But they need people to train AI chatbots. And so you may be wondering, what is that? I don't even know what that is. How can I do this job if I have no idea what I'm going to be doing? Well, you've probably seen chatbots when you visited particular websites, and at the bottom of the lower right-hand corner of your screen where you see this orange box, you may see it looks like a robot, and maybe they will say, how can I help you? Something like that. Well, that's a chatbot that's there to help you when you're on a company's website, or maybe you're using their app, or maybe you're doing something like that, or a messaging platform or something like that. And they're there to provide solutions for you and to give you support and service 24/7. So because this is a computer program, sometimes, of course, it's not perfect. And so there's going to be some imperfections, and maybe they might not answer. Those generated responses may not be satisfactory. So your job is to generate or to come up with questions, and maybe even also come up with a list of answers that may help that customer, individual, or user who's using that chatbot feature. So hopefully that makes sense. If not, please read this post, and it breaks it down really, really easy and simply for you to understand. Plus, there's some jobs here that will hire people to do this from home. What's nice about it is that you can actually start doing this today. So a company called Remotask, they say that you can do this from home. You have the potential to earn up to $600 a week, but of course that depends on how much you work. So just keep that in mind. You are not required to have any experience at all. You can start right away, so you can work. When you get started with the application process, it'll take you about an hour to get started. That's all. It says you can earn up to an equivalent of $15 per hour. Choose your own hours. That's what's nice too. This is a non-phone job, pretty much like a freelance job. You can work whenever you want. You're not committed to certain hours, and you can start working today. You can even make up to $20 per hour based on your skill and consistency. So after you get over the learning curve, you've been doing this for a while, then you will probably make more per hour as you get better and better doing this from home. So again, they need people in a few of these states listed below, as well as Guam. So just keep that in mind. So if you live here, make sure you apply online, and that's what you're going to be doing. You're going to write and evaluate, earn money for writing and evaluating assignments. So you may have to, again, create some responses and even come up with questions. It just depends. But your job is to help these AI chatbot models become better writers. So that's what you're going to be doing. And if that's something interesting to you, make sure you apply online. So I wanted to show you all a job that's going to pay you really well. So there's a few companies that hires what's called senior living advisors to work from home. And A Place for Mom is one of those companies. And so they need people to contact families that need assistance selecting some kind of senior living care arrangement or find suitable living arrangements for their elderly family members. And that could be in assisted living communities or independent living facilities or memory care units. And so they're going to pay you to help these families. So there's no cost to them at all. And you're going to be there to provide resources for them. So you're going to have contact with a lot of families and from your home office over the phone. And so for this job, you really need to be a person that has a lot of empathy for other people. You also, because this could be could pose some anxiety for family members trying to make a big decision like that. You want to be able to get to know them well, try to figure out what their needs are so that you can meet their personal individual needs. So you want to be personable too and be a good listener so that you can help them find suitable places for their loved ones, their family members. So they break down what you're going to be doing and what you need. They say you do need a history of exceeding sales quota, be able to multitask with strong computer and typing skills. That would also include Word and Excel. And again, that's what you're just an advisor. You're advising these families on suitable senior living communities to fit their individual needs. So the job, it says here, you can earn over $100,000 per year, but the base is from $51,500, and then it says on target earnings $86,500 uncapped. So you also get benefits, 401k, paid time off. And I went to Glassdoor and broke it down, the pay really nicely. So to give you a better idea of how much you can expect to earn. So here says your base pay could range between $50,000 to $83,000 a year. So to break that down in the middle, $64,236. And then here's the range for the bonus. But in the middle, $9,183 a year if you get bonuses on top of your base pay. The commission is going to range between $19,000 up to $36,000 a year. So the mid-range is $25,892 per year. And so if you combine all of these figures with what the middle range would be, then will take home $99,311 per year. That's just the mid-range. So that gives you kind of an idea of what you can expect to earn. Now there's another company that hires people to do this from home. It's called Caringcom. They need a family advisor to work from home. They give you a little bit more information and detail about it because they say you're going to speak to at least 60 plus families per day to find care for their loved ones, and you need to work full time. You do need to have previous sales experience, and again, you're going to be helping them to find a living arrangement for their loved ones. And so you need to be highly computer literate, can enter information into the computer while you're listening to them. Again, because of the nature of this job, you need to have a quiet workspace, and you will need to pass a background check. So just keep that in mind. But the pay here on the low range is $75,000 up to over $150,000 a year. Full benefits package. You get paid time off, 401k, paid training. What's nice about this one, not only is the pay a little bit more here, but they will give you all your computer equipment and, of course, provide you with training and all of that. So if you're interested in this, please apply online. These are great paying jobs. So if you think that this would be a good fit for you and you have some experience in sales in whatever fashion, whether it be online or in person, please apply online. And again, you can find other work at home jobs for chat room operators and many others, even for writers, someone to write stories. It's going to pay you up to $59,670 per year on the weekly job page. Thank you all so much for watching. And if you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, please feel free to leave me those right below this video. Enjoy the rest of your day and make sure you check out for my next video. Thanks for watching.